Before we go to the video, let me show you what we will be doing. We will be using Django-Oscar PayPal to make payments in Django-Oscar using the Django-Oscar address. Let's go. Django and Python, JavaScript, tutorials for Jamie, this is Silva.
What the fuck, HTML?
There's only C. Hello everyone, Django-Oscar PayPal Part 4. Let's say that Django-Oscar PayPal is not currently maintained. I think the last update was 3 years ago from what I've checked in GitHub. But the truth is, it's still working just fine. And the integration is quite simple. So I decided I'm going to show you how can we integrate Django-Oscar PayPal quickly. So first step, we will need a PayPal developer account. Trying to use this link, but I don't think it's working. For some reason, it's not including the column in there. If you can't use it, just go to the Google and look for PayPal developer. You can access from there. And if you don't have an account, you will need to create one. I already have an account. Okay, once you are here, you need to make sure that you are in Sandbox. Sandbox is like a testing mode, so whatever payments you make when you are in Sandbox, it's not real. It's really just a simulation. When you want to make it real, you go live into production and you select this mode. For now, let's leave it at Sandbox. Then you go to this link, Sandbox accounts, and I believe that by default you will have at least these two accounts. They are different types, business and personal, but for this case it really doesn't matter because we will use them to make payments. So I'm just gonna pick this one, and once you are in the account page, let's say, you have the password here, so you can just copy and use the email as login. For now, I'm gonna leave it in here and go back to the post. Scroll down a little bit. You're gonna have a link to GitHub, Django-Oscar PayPal. Let's take a look on there. And right away, I'm going to download it. Download zip and extract into your desktop. I'm gonna draw this to the trash. Now, if you go into the Django-Oscar PayPal master, you're gonna have a PayPal folder. Copy that and paste it into my site root, just like that. Okay, you can close Django-Oscar PayPal folder. And let's continue now. I'm going to close this tab. Let's continue now with the code. There are 3 modules that you will need. So you can copy paste this and run them in your command line. So for me, I have already installed them. I'm just going to show you which versions I have in my virtual environment. So let's take a look. PayPal HTTP, so version 1.0.1. Yeah, PayPal checkout server SDK 103 and Django local flavor 3.1. Alright, probably doesn't matter, but just in case, I'm showing you that. Now, the settings configuration, we will need to add PayPal to the installed apps. Let's start by doing that. My site, settings, installed apps, and in the bottom, I'm gonna add PayPal. Now, you have noticed I have some credentials and I took them from the Django-Oscar PayPal Sandbox code, okay? So, this is just some account for testing in Sandbox mode. And I'm gonna paste those credentials into settings. It has a username, password, and signature. Now in the next video, I'm going to tell you how can we get the real credentials so we can accept real payments, okay? For now, this is just for testing. Let's save that, continue, modify or add URLs for PayPal. So in URLs, let's just add the path for checkout PayPal. And now we need to add a button to PayPal. So my site, templates, Oscar, checkout, payment details. Let's look for that. Templates, Oscar, checkout, payment details. So by default, they have some links, but all of them to GitHub repositories and including the one we are using. But I will just leave them there and add the button to PayPal. So this is basically a URL to a view that it's defined in the PayPal code that we just installed into the store. Save that and let's take a look on what is left. Okay, I can tell you about this already. Let's go to my site, PayPal Express Views.py. PayPal Express Views.py redirect view. So this one we will set to true and add some things in here. But okay, at this point, let's just test if the code is working. Let's run migrations. Okay. Make migrations and migrate. Working great. Run the server. Python manage.py run server. And let's try to make an order. So I will add this book to the cart. We have two options, either go to the cart or check out directly. Let's take a look. Proceed to checkout. Need to log in. It takes me to the next step. Fill your address. Continue. Here's the PayPal button. You can tell that it's not the most modern button, but it does work. Click on the button directly, by the way. And this is when you use your Sandbox account, okay? And make sure, just in case, that you are in Sandbox PayPal, okay? This is not a real payment, it's simulation. Now, I'm going to use exactly this account I got from PayPal developer. Going to log in. I had it in there before. And in here, there's one interesting thing. it has its own PayPal address. And this is going to be a conflict with our store. You see that I have added an address, and in the end, I know because I've tested this before, the address recorded in the order, it's going to be the PayPal address. But let's take a look on that just to confirm. Here it is already. And by the way, right now the order is not finished yet. We need to finish the order in here. But we can change this so that we can finish the order in PayPal. But let's see. Let's focus in the address right now. Place order. Now it's really completed. But there's this. I don't think it makes sense. Let's take a look on the dashboard. Fulfillment orders. And here it is. Now, I'm gonna tell you how we use the Django-Oscar address instead. And this is what it's in here. So we're gonna set as payment method to true and add the no shipping parameter. Okay, let's go back to the code. I'm going to copy and paste, and that's around line 140. Scroll up a little bit in line 54, set that to true. Okay, save that. You can close. We don't need this anymore. Close, close. And now let's test with another order. Add to cart, check out now. No, I don't want this address, and I'm even going to delete it from here. We'll use my address from Django-Oscar. Continue to PayPal. And you can see that it's already taking the Oscar address. Perfect. Continue. Here it is. And only then finish the order. Place order. Perfect. Now, what can we see in the dashboard? Let's take a look. The address is like we expect now. We have 2 orders for a total revenue of £30. Okay, that's perfect. Let's keep it simple for now. I'm gonna make a video next explaining you how to take real payments, so not just simulations. And yeah, I hope this video was useful. Let me know if you're stuck with something, or if there's something else that you want to know. And thanks a lot for watching, for the support, and yeah, bye.